So when Comic-Con kicked off a few days ago, it seemed that Marvel's booth game was weak, especially compared to DC, who had a number of amazing costumes from their upcoming movies on display for us to ooh and ah over. But it turns out that Marvel is just fashionably late to the party, which they can afford to do because for many, they are the party. And sure enough, on day 3, the morning of their much anticipated panel, which is essentially closing out the convention, sure enough, Marvel has a literally huge reveal at their booth, and that is the Planet Hulk armor, which confirms what a major focus of tonight's panel will likely be, and which also confirms that Thor Ragnarok is basically at least 50% a Planet Hulk movie, and 3 confirms that Marvel's legal team has helped them circumnavigate their deal with Universal, where Universal still has the rights to release any solo Hulk movie. But apparently, if you stick Thor next to him and you make it one of the Thor movies, even though it's essentially a Hulk movie, you can get away with it. So kudos to Marvel, not only for being able to get us a Hulk-centric film, but to bring one of Hulk's most famous recent storylines, and actually one of his most famous storylines ever, to the big screen. Mark Ruffalo must be in green gamma heaven, because this is a meaty role indeed. And you're going to see some Andy Serkis level motion capture acting from him, because on the Planet Hulk storyline, it's like, I don't believe he ever goes back to being Bruce Banner. So Mark Ruffalo is going to have to really make a dent with that motion capture and computer animated performance. But Andy Serkis has been helping him in the past, and I can only assume that Serkis will be a major presence on this set, or at least someone from his team. So let's take a look. This is very, very authentic to the comics, and I think that a lot of people really like the way. Now, first of all, just a quick introduction. If you're not familiar with the Planet Hulk storyline, Hulk is jettisoned off the Earth because the Illuminati, which is basically like a special team of like Professor X, Mr. Fantastic, etc., they make the decision themselves that he's too dangerous to have on Earth. So they're like, oh, what's in here, Hulk? Close the door on you, send you into space. And then he ends up crash landing on this war planet where he's a gladiator. He does a whole Spartacus routine, becomes the leader, and then it becomes Planet Hulk, and then he goes back to Earth to get revenge on the people who kicked him off Earth, which is World War Hulk. So those are the storylines. So will he return upset in the MCU? But he can't be that upset, because he left for a very different reason this time, and that's because he has a broken heart and he doesn't think his relationship with Black Widow can work out. I'm curious, we've talked a lot yesterday about motivations with romance when it comes to the Killing Joke, that maybe now Batman is motivated to go after the Joker because he and Barbara have taken not a role in the sheets, but a role on the roof. And I'm wondering how you guys feel now about doing this with a male character, where Hulk becomes, it's not so much that Hulk was betrayed by, his peers in the superhero community, but he has a broken heart, and that's why he's decided to go smash on another planet. So it's interesting. I think they're also going to have to explore, him being, the relationship between Hulk and Banner, but they've already changed that a little bit in the movies with saying that, I'm always angry, like how much of Banner is in the Hulk, and that's something to explore here. But anyway, let's take a look at this armor, which is really, really cool. Let's have a Wonder Woman Gladiator Hulk fight, right? Now that would be amazing. All right, so anyway, here's the shot of all the armor together, Hulk-sized, so fantastic. Here's another angle, and I like this one because you can see the straps. Now that's his shoulder plate. Also, he has a metal arm in the comics, a lot like Thor is sporting right now, although Hulk doesn't lose his arm, it's just to protect it, whereas in the comics right now, Malekith ripped off Thor's arm. That's why he has a metal arm. But anyway, so you can see that not only does he have that cool shoulder plate, but these really cool like leather alien straps. It's very... Basically, if you're wondering what Planet Hulk is supposed to look like, it's very John Carter of Mars. Maybe they still have those render files and they can save some time. But anyway, we got to start with the helmet, because it's so badass, right? I see a lot of cosplay as Gladiator Hulk. It's just really a neat costume. They've removed the little tiny skull from the original version. This is like this one almost looks a little Asgardian in some of the tech. So that's a curious development. But I love the red plumage. I love that Hulk has never seemed like, I mean, come on. The guy wears like ripped purple pants or stretchy purple pants, right? He's never been one for bling. But I guess, he's really brooding after his situation. I think Black Widow, I just really would love to have like a smash cut during Thor Ragnarok when Thor's like on the Avengers intercoms being like, good news and bad news. I found him, and I don't know if you're going to be insulted or if you're going to be like, kind of feel nice that this is what Hulk did because he feels so bad that you guys couldn't work out. But it's really hilarious. But anyway, it's a really interesting dynamic to introduce to the whole Hulk storyline. But so he has a very cool helmet on there. He's got, I like the dye job, that the black tipped with the red feathers. It's very, very nice. I don't even know why they would create this, actually. It's just maybe a model for the floor, because of course it'll be all CGI in the movie. Maybe he does Banner sometimes, go into Banner mode, and they'll have him have a cute little kid moment where he's got a giant helmet on Mark Ruffalo's head. And then maybe Thor will help him on how to wield these weapons, right? So we've got two here. He carried a sword and a shield in the comics, but maybe they want to go with these kind of weapons again. They do seem a little Asgardian. So this is the smaller of the two. This is his axe. I like the grip area on it, right? Like even Hulk needs some assistance with his grip there. And then he also has his own little hammer there, and I like that it almost looks like it has teeth on the side, right? Like he's like, let's put a little bit of propaganda on there just to freak my opponents out. So I think the armor looks fantastic, and I couldn't be more excited for Thor Ragnarok. At least I didn't think I could after they announced that cast. But wow, Planet Hulk is going to be amazing. And also shows there should be some really spectacular fight sequences. There are rumors that Thor will have to fight Hulk. They fought before, but now it looks like maybe for Hulk. Well, Hulk, the gloves were off last time too. We'll see. Last time Thor won, but Hulk seems a little bit more focused, at least if they stick with the storyline from the comics. So what do you think? Write your thoughts down below and stay tuned for more Comic-Con coverage as it breaks all day today. Bye.